Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz, news and entertainment with a buzz. First thing that is popping in the news is an update or clarity. To why that officer that is from St. Mary that went to pick up her licensed firearm at the regional office of the Firearm License Authority. And in the middle of going back in that taxi that she chartered, she decided that she was going to take away her 3 points. Her name is Alsania Flinch. Now, since then, a whole bunch of information has been circulating all over social media. People are speculate as to why. And people know that in the social media world, that is what persons do. However, based on information that I am getting, it is said that she actually had some sorts of physical ailments that made her feel uncomfortable. That made her feel as if she can't deal with it anymore. So therefore, she was going to take it to the furthest extent. And people, because of YouTube's policy, when it comes to tech like that, they are very sensitive. So therefore, don't use the word that you know you're not supposed to use. However, there are two voice notes that I have. I am going to say at least one of those voice notes is exclusive. So therefore, you're going to hear some sound effects in those voice notes indicating that it is a property of True Jamaica Buzz. For obvious reason, a lot of your bloggers, they are remixers, DJ Khaled, do not understand or respect persons' property. So anyways, people, take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
Oh, Chris, me I do be a home visit, man. Me see a message where me just like get chance to reply. She name move so 100 from about the past 2 months ago or a month. He had me really depend him body cause since we can't live stab himself. And I call people for buy grandma's zone can come game for drink and all of them sitting there. So I just that happened. So nobody know where I go this morning, but he just chat a slide for. And Slifer came down at FLA that I don't at Discovery Bay where she did go for and she left her gun. So she go back the feet. And by the time he reach a White River and tell Slifer say he no feel good, he want grow and back go lie down. So Slifer say wait till me come from the stoplight. So he stop a reggae hill and make she move from the front seat and grow on her back. She left her back right beside Slifer and she grew on the car gun the dip on her waist. Anyways, when she grew on the side for saying drive off now in ear like you know when you dry gun, like you put in hard whatever, I don't know how no click or what. But in here make one nice and he said wait, he slow down and said what going around there? And he said no man, I just check if all of my bullet there in there. So he said by the time if you press back the gas now in your pull, he must be tapping the middle of the road, the woman shoot himself.
I tell my boss, just I give some inside information about the officer with in her own life. There's no way she should have the back on the work or anywhere without. I may blame FLA, may blame Jamaica Constabulary and a whole because you what now. She admit a sentence be hospital as a psyche patient last year. I mean later part of last year from October, November, and the early part of December as a good psyche patient. I mean, restrain and all them things there, well mad out. So I don't understand how a person like her, when she still have to come back to come do check up and all them things, allow for even carry a firearm or still depend the force or work. Because up to the time she still at work, as far as let me get to understand this morning, so I don't know how FLA without even a full, because they must have a reason why they bring in, because as a licensed firearm holder, I have to carry in a performance report that just December when time me go renew my license. And them take away a gun from the same time and then carry her come to hospital when she am mad out. Some don't understand. Them never clear her from the hospital to say she okay. She said get sent home, but she still have come back for psychic treatment. And she still have to go off, them see her every week. But every month, she still a go to hospital. So she not clear for work. And she not clear for care back a firearm. So, why I just the system? And the reason why I can tell you this is because, yeah, we have link with the hospital, work with the hospital. So, we can tell you that for a fact.
So people, there we have it. Speculations, all kind of thing that she said, that is said that she had a physical ailment. And she left and went overseas, so therefore she took her toll to the FLA, Firearm License Authority. Well, people, here are the rules as it pertains to that. If you're going to foreign and you want to drop it off for safekeeping, I guess you can take it to the police station at the airport. However, we've heard incidents in which people drop off them license firearm, not pawpaw, and when them come back, somebody thief it, it is sold, never to be returned. So a lot of persons, it is not your job, it is not stipulated when you get that firearm license from that firearm license authority that you have to. It is not a must. However, if you're on interdiction, if you have mental issue, if there's a case against you as an officer, being safe from yourself and the safety of persons out there, John and Jane public, then of course they are going to stipulate that you have to leave it there. So people, like me say, these are persons that are affiliated and are police officers in the JCF. So therefore, I am quoting from a credible source. So all of you people that always say, but you don't know the people and business, well, here it is. I am giving you from the hospital and I am giving you from the pawpaw station. And if what these persons are saying is not consistent with the truth, then I don't know exactly what is. So people, at the end of the day, like me say, it is a very sad state whenever anybody take for themselves. However, there is a thing that is called responsibility, irresponsibility, negligence, and incompetence. In this case, this lady, police officer, there is different talks if she was relieved of her job because of her mental status. It does not matter. But the fact is that you know that somebody has been coming in for treatment on a regular basis, whether it's a week or a month, and you still gave that person back their license firearm, and I know that there are legal ways, and you can't just take people things, but you have to err on the side of caution. And if the FLA erred on the side of caution and make sure that they did a thorough investigation, make sure so them check and clear this lady. And obviously they did not, because the fact that as soon as she leave from foreign, she hired a taxi, went and go pick it up and had intention. So therefore it was what we call premeditated. So people, like me say, a very sad state of affair, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called, the pot is calling the kettle black. And this applies to both JLP and PNP alike, both political parties. We see that whenever one does something, the next one come out and there's a backlash. There's a whole heap of things on social media. And in some case, justifiably so. And in some case, they are just doing their job. That is what each political party do. They are the guiders or make sure that the other party don't cross the line. Hypocritical in most cases. So the other day, an MP from, I think, Westmoreland, his name is George Wright. A couple of years or so ago, there was a video circulating all over social media in which that man was seen clotting up him girlfriend, wife, wherever she is, matey. He was suspended from the party, the JLP that is, but people, you know that money is power and power is money. So therefore, if them feel as if this man could help them, aid them to win the next election, which means a whole bunch of money, and even though he has a checkered past, and even though the video that we saw was very disgusting, they would still let him apply and be reinstated, and such is the case. However, like political party though, the PNP came out and they had made a big stink about it. So people, here are some facts as it pertains to both parties and why they are both hypocrites and why they are both doing the same thing, but however, them are pointing finger upon each other. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
It's becoming quite disturbing for me, and many Jamaicans. 2 days ago, the Women of the People's National Party had a press conference. The press conference was about George Wright being reinstated back into the Jamaica Labour Party. George Wright, an elected member of Parliament for the people of Central Westmoreland. George Wright was never arrested, charged, or convicted of a crime. Yet the PMP came out swinging, saying it was a sad day for Jamaica. You know what? I want to tell the women of the PMP what is a sad day for Jamaica. A sad day for Jamaica is when you, the woman of Jamaica, try to play on the emotions of Jamaican, try to exploit Jamaicans for political gain. We can see right through your hypocritical stance. I want to ask Gabrielle, Angela, Patricia, and Denise, where were you? What happened to the press conference when former member of Parliament for Western St. Mary, Joyland Silvera, viciously murdered his wife while she slept in bed? You all held no press conference for such gruesome act. Instead, the People's National Party tried to cover it. You all put out a statement, said you're praying for Mr. Silvera, the murderer. You're praying for him. And that Melissa Silvera died peacefully while she slept in bed. You, the woman of the PMP, after Mr. Silvera was charged, didn't even have a press conference about that. We're still waiting on a press conference when another high-level member of the People's National Party, Philip Palwell, daughter and the mother of his child, was murdered by his partner. And you come in here talking about George Wright? What happened to the press conference about that? Oh, it's only convenient to have a press conference when it has to do with the Jamaica Labour Party. We, the people of Jamaica, can see right through you. I want to drag your memory a little. Gabrielle, you might be too young to know, but I'm sure you're aware of this. The current member of Parliament for Northwest Manchester, Michael Phillip, was arrested and charged for assaulting his wife. Denise, Patricia, and Angela, please fill Gabrielle in. We're still waiting on a press conference. Just recently, a few years ago, Natalie Nita Garvey was arrested for assault. No press conference. And you come here talking about a sad day in Jamaica? I want to tell you, the women of the People's National Party, you will not play on Jamaicans' emotion. We can see right through you. The Jamaica Labour Party stand firm and strong and protecting women. They have opened shelters across Jamaica for women of domestic violence. There's also a hotline to call to get help if you're a victim of domestic abuse or any abuse whatsoever. The Jamaica Labour Party stand firm on protecting women. So, comrades, I want to tell you, whether you like it or not, we the people of Jamaica is sticking with the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. Whether you, the PNP, like it or not, you will be in a position for a very, very long time. Third term loading. Thank you.
Show a labor right. May I ask every labor right to share this message on every platform. Because them can't silent we know. Every labor right share this positive message on every platform.
So people, like I've always said, there are always three sides to every story. We saw that when George Wright was reinstated, the PNP came out, and now we're seeing a JLP person that is coming out defending their move. Not saying that Mr. George Wright was right by any stretch of the imagination. Pretty much they must say, well, if PNP are ABUSER, we are ABUSER too. So therefore, two wrongs, I guess, make right. In a politics, based on the fact, for them side of the story, JLP and then PNP side of the story. The thing that I don't understand is whenever I put up a story of the JLP doing something, you hear people I say, boy, you're a real PNP blogger. You hate the JLP. Even though I have made statement whenever I speak about politics that I would rather vote for some random goat than any of these two political parties. So I made my statement very clear, but it seems as if it kind of fly over their head because whenever them man-clit start to jump for them political party, then them get ultra sensitive like a woman in a heat. So what we are hearing is eloquent hypocrisy. And yes, this man was never convicted. And yes, most of the time, they are never convicted because their partners, it seems as if them like the clotting on a regular basis. And after the clotting, the calm after the storm, then them go back in a bed, them have makeup, sex. And them talk about it and them think about it. You know, honey, the only way that we can rob the country is if you're in politics. So therefore, I am going to sacrifice my dignity or her dignity as a woman and say you never do not. What we saw on camera is not what we actually saw. However, the person or the snippets, video snippets, have some points. Whenever Mr. Jolan Severa, wife lost her life, people start to cover it up, whether it was the police, whether it was a doctor, whether it was the political party. They did not keep any sorts of press conference. It was labeled as she died in her sleep. However, when it was later realized that she got a couple of cans coming from the lights of firepiece of Mr. Silvera, then we not hear anything. So what we call convenient hypocrisy, what we call convenient morals and ethics as it pertains to both sides. They also brought up Philip Paulwell. We know that story. High-profile case, the daughter and the baby mother gone. His name was being called up. However, he was clear, like I always said, no politician, no police, no rich man will ever see a day in a court or worse, even ever get a conviction. They might be found guilty, but sooner or later, there is going to be some sorts of technicality that clear them. It was written in the system code, just like the code of the 10 Commandments. They also mentioned Michael Phillips again, Clark of Theme Significant Other. A next reference, Natalie Nita Garvey, same sad song. They claim that they have BOMBSHELL ABUSE Center for Women. Yes, they might do that, but it is to cover up. Cover up the cover up. So in other words, yes, we might have a few politicians that clot at them people on a regular basis, more than is supposed to be comfortable for anybody. It is very disturbing, actually. However, we try to help the ladies. However, if those ladies are affiliated to any of these two political parties, best believe it is MP over the victim. Best believe it is Andrew Holness. Best believe it is Marky from the PNP. If they are supposed to win, it does not matter about the credibility. It does not matter about the characteristic. It is money and power. That is the motive over everything, over the victim. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.